Alright, here's a quick summary. I arrived late. It's okay though. I was just pretending to be the pussy kind of cop that purposely slows my response time to show up after everyone else because I'm scared of my own shadow without my badge, gun, and 3 other officers behind me. But oops, I'm off track again. As I was saying, I showed up late. I don't know the exact cause for the stop. I'm assuming it was something typical like speeding, light out, inattentive driving, failure to maintain control, failure to stay in lane, picking your nose, whatever the hell they want to call it. At least one suspect was already in custody, the vehicle had mostly been searched already, and at least 2 bags of an unknown substance and at least 2 firearms were retrieved.
Looks like they're doing a search up here. Let's go find out. Well, they may have somebody in custody in the back that someone else may have transported, I don't know.
Want my personal opinion? No? Okay, here it is. This is going to anger the cop haters, but it needs saying. Stealing people's money for stupid crap that the same hypocrites turn around and do themselves is obviously not acceptable, and only makes them revenue collectors for the state, which already steals from the people enough. However, that being said, there are some people that need arrested and some that need to be sitting in jails and prisons. A reasonable stop for speeding, where someone isn't caught doing all kinds of other stupid shit, probably not necessary to steal their money for, especially if the officer commits the same infraction. On the other side of the coin, being stopped for something and 2 bags of apparent illegal substances being present, combined with what is considered an aggravating or enhancing factor such as firearms, making the probability of death and or serious bodily injury greater when considering the probability that amount of illegal substance is with intent to distribute, meaning the firearms are logically probably possessed to enforce drug transactions, is a good catch, and a good arrest in my opinion. Now, I'm by no means saying that the person should be in prison the rest of their life, nor that there aren't better ways of trying to get people out of this type of activity, but let's face it, some people don't want out, and some people will never stop doing what they do. The war on drugs is a dismal failure, and in my opinion has been a war on people. You don't help people by giving them a record, stigmatizing them for life, then sending them out into the world and telling them, good luck, hope you make it. However, again, you also can't let people do what they want with no consequences. I would think even some of the cop haters can see the logic and reason in my assertions. If not, they can use their clicky fingers to whine and thumbs down my video like the copsuckers can and do, and I'll laugh at them just like the cops do no wrong copsuckers.
Sounds like a female. Probably saying, it's not mine. I'm holding it for a friend, or I don't know whose it is. I don't know how it got in my vehicle. That's what I would imagine. But that's just my imagination. Because it was just my imagination running away with me. Looks like we did a little test. Oh, well, let's get some photos of this. I hope it's unloaded because I'm walking past. Oh, it looks delicious. Oh yeah. I'll store that for safekeeping. That's a shame too. They're just going to confiscate that and destroy it or something. Oh, looks like the government's going to own another vehicle. And this is why I do support some stops. Not necessarily that everybody should be ticketed, but people should occasionally be stopped because you find shit like this.
I don't know exactly what gave them cause to bring a K9, whether the driver acted nervously, had something in plain view the officer saw during the contact, or they had previous intel, or the driver said something causing an escalating investigation and red flags to go up. But something to remember is to either take control of this conversation and redirect to your chosen subject, or better yet, just shut up and say as little as necessary on a stop. Give required documents and ID, and don't aid them in an investigation against yourself. You will almost never talk yourself out of an arrest, and most of them know to tell you they aren't writing you a ticket before they ask to search, so you can't claim you were coerced later as if they had threatened you with a ticket if you didn't consent. If they have cause to search, you can bet they will. If they have cause to arrest as a result of that search, you can bet they will. You can't talk yourself out of it. You can only hurt yourself later. That part's for the cop suckers that always whine when I try to tell people their rights, because they're fucking idiots.
Yep. Oh, do you need this one up here?
Another test kit up there. Got one leaving. Looks like they're all gonna try to pile into the car like a bunch of Shriners clowns in a circus car. Let's see how many we can fit in there. There goes 327.
Did she come up here with me? We don't know.
Looks like one secured for transport. Vehicle being towed. 369.
And enter stage right, left, center, or whatever. The point is, he was unknown to me and came from another shift. So I took the opportunity to see if he learned bad habits from some other cock gobblers on other shifts at the honorless PD. He identified courteously and per policy, and will keep his real name, and he was professional and friendly, unlike honorless Hargett, Officer Fuckwit Garrison, and the newly unelected leader of the band of butt sniffers, Cowardly Cox himself, Coward-in-Chief. For the record here, I'm not saying Cowardly Cox is a bad person, as I don't know him personally. I can say he hasn't given me the same non-prejudicial consideration he would grant to any other private citizen, and that he seems to want to penalize me for calling his department out on a lack of accountability and professionalism, and until I see otherwise, that is my judgment. It's like someone stealing from you and they get mad at you because you catch him and call him out on it. Sorry, I'm off track again. Let's watch this guy identify like they should.
Excuse me, officer, can I get your name and badge number?
Sergeant Corman, badge number 15.
Sergeant Corman, badge 15?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Well, look at that, professionalism and courtesy, and I didn't even have to explain the concepts to him. Good job, Sergeant Corman.
Yeah, it looks like we're all done here.
Oh, hey, just one last note for anybody who's interested. There's a new show coming out. It's a spin-off from an old show called The Three Stooges. This one's called The Three Spooges. It's supposed to be a sad comedy of unaccountability, tyranny, unprofessionalism, and general douchebaggery. I think it runs Monday through Friday from approximately 0600 to 2200 hours. If you get a chance, give it a watch. Enjoy your day.
What you do, what you become is not my concern. The world is full of so-called men like you. And in a perfect world, everything we do comes with a price, but this ain't a perfect world. People do bad things. You're lucky you get a chance to set it right.